se ve nítido. Wishlist now. God's Signal. Pero no entiendo por qué dice... Tactical shooter.
This morning, Mark Zuckerberg shared that our Meta Quest 3, our next-gen VR headset, is launching later this year. Meta Quest 3 is our follow-up to Meta Quest 2 and will feature advanced tech that opens up new possibilities in both VR and MR. It will also be backwards compatible with Quest 2's entire library of over 500 games and apps. Later in the show, we'll explore Oculus Studio's biggest and most immersive game ever with a gameplay deep dive. A game that will take advantage of Meta Quest 3's cutting-edge hardware. We have way more to share when Meta Quest 3 releases, including specs, more apps and experiences, and a whole slate of groundbreaking MR content. These are all stepping stones toward our long-term vision for building the metaverse. But for today's showcase, it's all about VR games. Every title you see today will be playable on both Meta Quest 2 and 3, and is currently set to launch in the next 12 months. So let's get started.
Are you ready?
Samba.
Samba de Amigo in VR. I could not be more excited because music is such an important part of my life. I was a professional musician for years, and at Meta, I've gotten to work with the talented teams behind a bunch of other rhythm games. Playing Samba de Amigo in VR feels like it's always belonged here. And I can't wait to see everyone shaking their maracas when Sega brings the game to the Meta Quest.
Samba de Amigo, dice.
Back in February, Shell Games revealed I Expect You to Die 3, Hog in the Machine. Today, I can confirm that this third helping of Spy Hijinks, or Spyjinks, is coming to the Meta Quest store this year. Hopefully your skills haven't gotten too rusty, because this threequel will send agents on their most challenging mission yet. Confront more villainous villains, tackle more perilous perils, and expect to die a few more times.
Oh, you are either very strong or that steering wheel was not attached correctly.
Dr. Roxana Prism is a former inventor for the agency. She truly believes she can create a better agent.
Oh, hey, I'm Rob Butler.
You'll either prove her wrong or prove her right. You're dead in that second scenario.
Once you're dead, everyone will see just how superior my robots are to human agents.
Hey, you found some nickel. Do it again and you'll have 10 cents.
Every time we encounter Agent Phoenix, we get stronger.
Check this out. We can fly now.
It's simply a matter of time and iteration.
You think that's the end? It's not even begun.
Are you using Dr. P's notes I left in there? Aren't they great? Sometimes I look at them because they make me happy.
You don't have to play the series in order, but if you'd like to,
Expect you to die,
bundled
P.
in the MetaQuest store for 40% off for a limited time. That's not all Shell Games is working on. They made a promise at last year's showcase. 3 games over the next 2 years. Hot off the press, let me introduce you to Silent Slayer, Vault of the Vampire. Silent Slayer is a single-player horror game that'll bring you face-to-face with slumbering vampires. And as you might guess from the title, stealth is key to survival. As Shell Games puts it, silence is golden, sound is death. Spooky. Let's take a peek.
Keep silent. Gently. At last. Aim for the center of the chest. And do not be gentle.
At last year's showcase, we revealed Ghostbusters, Rise of the Ghost Lord. And then I got to drive off into the sunset in the iconic Ecto-1. For this year's show, Sony Pictures VR and nDreams put together a little dossier on the Ghost Lord himself. Who is he? And how did he get to be so mean? Along the way, we'll get a glimpse of the West Coast's first Ghostbusters HQ, some iconic San Francisco landmarks, and the spirits and specters that you'll be trapping there with your friends. Let's take a look.
You think you know the whole story of the Ghostbusters. Well, you don't know my story. 1984. My research brought me to Columbia University, where I studied under the Ghostbusters. They dismissed my work, called it dangerous. But in San Francisco, I can show them. With its untapped cauldron of the undead. Where others saw fear, I saw subjects. How could I know my research would stir a dormant evil? The Ghost Lord. Alcatraz. Tortured souls, whose guilt I could drain and drain again. Their pain, the price of progress. My dearest.
Se ve bueno ese juego.
Soon everyone will understand. Especially you, Ghostbusters, with your silly parlor tricks. You will see the progress I have made. Know the power I have harnessed. You will realize that I, Gustav Hookfather, am the genius who gave the world endless clean energy. The Ghost Lord is coming. What have I brought upon the world? The time of the Ghost Lord is here.
Check this out. The team let me into the San Francisco Ghostbusters HQ a little early, and it's still under construction, but I've got my proton pack, my PKE meter, and I know exactly who I'm teaming up with to take out the Ghost Lord. Because if there's one thing you could say about me, is that I ain't afraid of no ghost. Whew. Anyway. When we asked One Homsub, developers of Rocket NX, what's something players will love about your new game, they said, you can lose an arm, then pick it back up, and bash your enemies with it. There you go. Underdogs is a physics-based brawler where you wrap yourself in your 5-ton gorilla mech and rampage through New Bracca. the 22nd century mech fighting capital of the world. Take on whatever the pitmasters throw your way and upgrade your mech to be even more fearsome. But remember, the more you climb the ranks, the more every lowlife in the city will be gunning for you. So get ready to claw your way up the food chain.
Yo, this city ain't never gonna let two base boys like us in. Nah, this the jungle out here, bruv. If we wanna get into New Braca, we're gonna have to fight like fucking animals.
Bien colorido, me decirte.
I want to some of them, I think of some joke thing. No, sir. Watch out.
Bien colorido.
Rick! You're in the ring! Get up, man! The bubble's critical! Your arm's broken clean off! Ricardo! They're coming in for the kill! Get up and fight!
When I start working, man get shook. In my face, then boy can't look. Then we get fried up, then we get cooked. All sounds set, I don't get overlooked. You don't get...
Wishlist now on the Underdog.
At last year's show, we revealed NFL Pro Era, the first NFL and NFLPA licensed VR football sim. Since the game's launch last October, you've completed over 3 million NFL seasons and unlocked over 9 million trophies. But what's next? Here to tell you is Status Pro president and co-founder and former NFL wide receiver, Andrew Hawkins.
Thanks, Ruth. Our goal last year at Status Pro was to give people the experience of being NFL QB1, feeling the rush of stepping onto the field and leading your favorite NFL team to victory. And the positive response we got from our community was overwhelming. That was just the beginning. Later this year, we're upping the game with the next evolution of NFL Pro Era. This year is all about showing the world what you've got. With the new version of NFL Pro Era, we're expanding multiplayer so you and your best friend can pit your favorite teams against each other and see who comes out on top. There's a world of competition out there, and we want to see how our community's QB skills stack up. We got a lot more to share, though, between now and launch. New features, new modes. This is more than a roster update. The next version of NFL Pro Era will build on last year's game in so many cool ways, and we cannot wait to get it in your hands. Check us out on social. We posted a lot of community and game updates there before we launch this fall. This is really cool, by the way.
Thanks, Hawk. All right, moving on from the field to the court. Back in December, Resolution Games, creators of Blastin' and Demio, revealed their latest project, Racket Club, an all-new sport designed exclusively for VR. Practice your swing solo, play pickup matches with people all around the world, or just hang out and socialize courtside with your friends in this one-of-a-kind sports complex. Here's a new look at Racket Club.
Racket Club. Tenis. Diferentes mapas. Es chévere, pero lo voy a dar para adelante, no te claro. Es un pre-alpha del
I was back on square one. Hiding in the night. I didn't want to get dragged into this. But the guilty must be punished.
Apex Predator, dice.
You do well to remember that. Because if you don't, I'll make things very uncomfortable for you.
Vampire the Massacre Justice. Wishlist now. Eso se ve bien.
It's you! Don't be afraid. I'm here to help. There are many like me here, trapped in this house.
The mansion comes to life again.
Each night, the guests arrive.
Stout, what do you want? Show yourself!
Oh yeah, that's gonna do.
Se ve duro también.
Watching live. What the?
Pero se lo llevó.
Get a room.
Arizona
You know
Sunshine
that only
2.
counts as one.
To root the world. Take revenge.
It's time.
Stranger Things VR. Attack on the Titan. Attack on Titan. Yo creo que es que se dice. Para mí que es eso y es imposible porque como los monstruos son bien grandes. Lo dije. Attack on Titan. Este juego se ve bien también. Gears of War más o menos. Yo creo que sí es un Gears of War. Oh, Bulletstorm. Claro, parece un Gears of War. Un Gears of War.
Into Ubisoft Forward
Assassin's
on
Creed
June 12th
Nexus.
for the full
Junio
reveal
12 a
of
las 10.
Assassin's Creed Nexus. All right.
Betrayal has made you stronger, Guardian.
No more war pigs have the